Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Cathi and I'm a coach for the Twin Flames and for your personal growth. So I'm back. I had a little bit COVID and so I couldn't talk in English or something like that. So I'm really happy that I'm healthy again. And now we can start with our next topic. Today I talk about meditation and why it is so important for you. I want to tell something about my history with meditation. And if you want to have some more information, you can have a look at our website www.twinflamelove.de, and on the right side in the line above there you can switch the language to English so that you can have a look at my offers and all the podcasts and so on. So it's very cool. Now we start, so have fun. At first I want to talk about something, why meditation for me was such a big experience and why I am the happiest person right now I can be. So my history was really not stemmed by religious denomination. So I grew up in a family, we had no religion and we don't live with it, so that was okay for me. And my whole life I just believed in things I could see, I could have a taste and something like that. I just believed in what I saw. And outside of that, the world doesn't exist for me. So when somebody talked about spirituality or meditation or something in this kind of topic, I was the first one who went away and or just talked about another topic. That was my experience. And also I have a academic education, so that's the next point, and my PhD. So all these things doesn't fit to meditation and spirituality, and it doesn't have anything to do with each other. So that was a problem for me. And I was always taught to think in a critical way and think about the things very critical and have questions about anything and something like that. So as I studied, I worked parallel at the university, and I was at that time in a relationship with my now ex-husband, and we had trouble with each other. So we had an argument, and it was a very big argument. That was the time that I thought about, okay, I just had to go away. I just want to get out of it here, and I want to leave. That was the first time that I really wanted to leave, wanted to go away. And I did it, I just talked to him and say, so, okay, I'm going off for 2 weeks. I don't want to hear of you and anything. I went to a meditation seminar, and that changed my whole life. And at first I had some prejudices about it. I thought, okay, it's a little bit scary, and it was a little bit crazy because all the people were there, and I thought, okay, what's going on here and why am I here? And after the seminar, I just changed my whole life. I realized how wrong I was and how many prejudices I had in my past. And from that moment on, that was nothing like in my life before. I went back home and we discussed a little bit. And from that moment on, I built my own room because I noticed that I had to be in a separate room for me just to meditate, to be with myself, to have time for me alone. So we didn't have a living room anymore. That was my room. And I meditated. I had every day a meditation routine, and that's what I'm doing right now, and it's 7 years later. So yeah, it was a really big experience for me. It was a big present I got, and I knew that I was really wrong with my thoughts, with my ideas of life, and I had the experience to talk to my ancestors and all stuff like that. It was really amazing for me. And now I'm really more free, I'm really more happy, I'm a really different person. And meditation is such a big part of me, of myself, and of my life. It changed my whole life in a positive way because I got more and more to myself, more and more to my wishes, what I want to do in life, what is my worth, and self-love, and all the things I got in these themes just because of the meditation. I am in peace with myself, and if you start to meditate, it will be the same with you as well. I think for 4 years right now, I gone through all the negative thoughts, all the negative emotions of myself, and yeah, that just changed my whole life. I proceed really everything, and yes, that was my story. So meditation comes from the Latin word meditare, and that means think about something and find your center. Meditation is really thousands of years old, and there were different techniques for meditation. And before I want to tell you something about the meditation and the types of meditation, I really think that you also meditated in your life, maybe not in a conscious way so that you didn't thought about it, but I think you were maybe in a forest, and you go through the forest and you just hear the birds, or just look at the trees and something, just inhale this fresh air. And maybe that was the time where you was just in a state right in your center and in the really right mood of freedom, of harmony, and that was a meditation. Or maybe you sing or you dance, and in this time you just don't know what time is it, you just exist in this moment for this hobby or maybe professional work, and that's where you meditate. The aim of meditation is to calm down your thoughts, because in the outside we are always having things to confrontate, or which confrontate us. There's the TV, there's the smartphone, there's the internet, there's a colleague on your work or something like that. So we just thought about these things the whole time. There are advertisements overall, and so we just think about these things and look at them, and that's really, really challenging to bring your own thoughts to calm down, just relax a little bit and be with yourself and be by yourself. Because we are always in thoughts, and it is a question how we challenge with it. And if the thoughts are in a positive way, there's nothing to do, it's really fine. But 80% of the day, I think, we are always having thoughts in a negative way, and that's not the thing we want to. That has an effect on our emotions, on our acts, and how we feel, and all these other things. Because your thoughts are going to be your emotions, and your emotions are going to be your actions. So we are always in the circle, and through meditation you can relax your thoughts, you can slow it a little bit down, and you can just be in this moment. That what makes you more free, more happy, more satisfied, and more positive. You can also just sit down and breathe and just feel what you think the whole day. Or you can write it down, for example. It's always a good way to write your negative thoughts and emotions on a piece of paper or maybe in your smartphone, but the best way is always in a piece of paper to write it, because that's the directly aligned to your unconscious themes. Yeah, and you can just sit down and relax and breathe, and then just have a look on your thoughts. 80,000 thoughts every single day are on your mind, and the most of it is negative. So what should we have for an emotion, and how do we act? If from 80,000 thoughts, the most are negative, and that's what we feel inside, and what we feel inside do we project as a mirror in our outside. You have to be now in this moment, you have to be here, just relax, because there is only this moment now, and at this time there's just this moment, this minute, this second, this day, and the past is not here anymore, and the future is also not here in that moment. So you have just this moment. It's just this moment, which is your life, and the aim is just to be in this moment, just to breathe and think about what's coming up to you, what thoughts, what emotions, what pictures you may have in your brain. So now we just have a look at the types of meditation. There are many different types. You can do a breath meditation, you can do a meditation for regardfulness, and that's what we are doing right now in a few moments. And the different types are, the meditation is active or it is in a passive way. Active meditation means yoga, or means something you are doing with your body, dancing, or you can absorb a mantra or do martial arts, or there's a meditation where you are going all the time, and you can meditate while you are walking, and so on. That is the active way of meditation. If you are a person who is not wanting to sitting down and relax, just find your way, which is the right type for you. And then there's the passive way, and the passive way is the typical picture we have of meditation. You are sitting down, you relax and just meditate in the silence, or you are doing a sound meditation, or a meditation which is guided, and something like that. And the academic research also confirmed the positive effects of meditation, for example, reduction of the stress hormones, or the reducing of your heartbeat, and that means that your waves in your brain are calming down and the stress is reduced, and that's a very positive research. If you are doing meditation regularly, it is positive for a high blood pressure and for stress reduction. You can have a better sleep through this meditation or after this meditation. It helps if you have depressions, or it supports the regardfulness, and it helps if you have a headache, for example. And it is good for your immune system. So everything is fine. The aim of the meditation is to calm down your thoughts and to be in that moment and to not think about anything, and that is really difficult enough. So for the first meditation and your meditation, we are doing a breathe meditation. Just sit down, relax, and for 2 minutes, and just observe your breath and inhale and exhale. And if you inhale, your belly has to move a little bit out, so you have to put the breath in your belly so that it comes out. And if you exhale, your belly has to go in. And that's the first problem many persons and many humans have this problem. They are not breathing in the right way. So if you lay down your hands on your belly and it comes out, if you are breathing in and goes in, if you are breathing out, everything is fine. And that's what we are doing right now. So just sit down, relax, and breathe, and watch your breathe. And we will do it for 2 minutes, and after 1 minute I will have a little sound, just that you come back with your thoughts to your belly, because I know that it's very hard at the beginning. So just sit down and we are trying it right now. Welcome back. How was it for you? Okay, I hope you just relaxed a little bit and your thoughts calmed down. I know that it's very hard, but so now you've done your first meditation. Congratulations. Yes. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for listening to my podcast and for doing this meditation with me. In the next episode, we are talking about the twin flame process and the part of separation and what is the present of the separation for you. If you want, you can click on the button to subscribe my channel, or you can write an email at info@twinflamelove.de if you have any questions. Don't hesitate to ask, and hear you next time. Bye!